Okay, we're going to call this something like the prophetic picture for whatever day or week or whatever. And we're going to go into the consistent inconsistencies of the world at large. Right now, everything in Christian world prophecy is centered around the rebuilt third temple. It's at a boiling point fever pitch as we speak. It's everywhere on YouTube. And when they come out, hopefully they're thinking, well, I've got a nuance to put forward, and I'll get a zillion likes, and I'll get a zillion views. And they do. We're talking in the hundreds of thousands of views. So they're always wanting to bring something new and exciting and revelatory to the table. But that's not how it works. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. So what we're going to do for the umpteenth time, other than cough, is we are going to go, in this case, as usual, to you know where, Daniel 9:24 to 27. And we're going to go into it, and we're going to break it down and go over the nuts and bolts of it again. So let's jump right in. And we've said this many, many, many times before. 70 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon thy holy city to finish the transgression, to make an end of sins, make reconciliation for iniquity, bring in everlasting righteousness, seal up the vision and the prophecy, and to anoint the most holy or holy of holies. 9:25, know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and to build Jerusalem unto the Messiah, the Prince, shall be 7 weeks, 62 weeks, the street shall be built again, and the wall even in troublous times. Now what we're going to do is we're going to read it, the next verse, 9:26. We're going to read it from the King James, and then we're going to toggle over to the Amplified version, just for general purpose. And after 62 weeks, that's 62 weeks. We've said this many times before. The math is very simplified. You have 490 years total in the 70 weeks prophecy. Each week is 7 years. So you have the first increment, which is 49, breaks down to 7 times 7 is 49. 7 weeks, actually. And then the second increment is 62 weeks, which is 7 times 62 is 434. When you add both of those together, you get 483, which leaves 1 week left. Okay. And after 62 weeks, shall Messiah be cut off, but not for himself, and the people of the prince that shall come. Talking about another prince, not to be confused with the prince the Messiah that we read before, which was Messiah the Prince in 9:25. Let's read that one just for refreshing. Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and to rebuild Jerusalem unto the Messiah the Prince, both are capitalized, Messiah and the Prince, shall be 7 weeks, 7 weeks, 7 times 7 is 49, that we talked about, and 62 weeks, each, 1 score is 20, so you take 3 times 3 is 60, plus 2 weeks is 62. The street, which is 434, and the street shall be built again, and the wall even in troublous times. And then again we get into Daniel 9:26, and after, again, one more time, because we already had the 7 weeks, which is 7 times 7 is 49. Then we had the 62 weeks, which is 434 times, 434 plus the 49 years, which is 483. Okay. And this is what it says, 9:26 in the Amplified version. And after the 62 weeks of years shall the anointed one be cut off or killed, and shall have nothing and no one belonging to and defending him, and the people of the other prince, who will come will destroy the city and the sanctuary. Its end shall come with a flood. There is that flood / water motif. It is all over the place. And there we have it once more again. And the people of the other, to reiterate, other prince, who will come will destroy the city and the sanctuary. Its end shall come with a flood. Its end. So you can't, on one point, there are many, you can't superimpose the modern day so-called, your calling, your classification of a physical antichrist, because it's said and says and will say forever, and the people of the other prince who will come will destroy the city and the sanctuary. Its end shall come with a flood, and even to the end there shall be war, and desolations are decreed. Well, who set the gold standard on that? Was Jesus Christ, when he said, without any ambiguation, unequivocally, leaving no doubt, that your house will be left unto you desolate, in Matthew 23:38. And so it was. So why are all of these so-called Christians jumping up and down with gaiety about the rebuilt third temple? It serves no purpose. It's a moot point. It's a done deal. Why can't people understand that? Why? Again, here's 926 in the KJV. And after 62 weeks shall Messiah be cut off, but not for himself, but and the people of the prince that shall come, destroy the city and the sanctuary, and the end thereof shall be with flood, and unto the end of the war desolations are determined. We submit. Not because we're anybody special, but because it's been already done deal after the fact, and stating the fact thereof, that it was per se Titus of the 10th Roman Legion, who was a prince at that time, and later became Caesar, that totally destroyed the city. Just like the Lord said, not one stone will be left upon the other. The only thing remaining was the retaining wall of King Herod's temple, not to be confused with the temple itself. Just so we understand that. And then, this is where people stumble, is in Daniel 9:26. And then they just break all their bones in 9:27. Excuse me, and from that point on, they don't recover. 9:27, and he shall confirm the covenant. Well, it sure wasn't Prince Titus. So that only leaves the Messiah the Prince. You don't get to interject your de jure physical manifesting of your personalized Antichrist. No, you don't. Shame on you, Timmy Henderson, Chelsea Baydale, Chatty Thomas, and everyone else out there, and all the Johnny-come-latelys. And there are just dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of you people on YouTube. You do not get to play the game of volleyball your way. We just gave you the facts. The political, well, you could say that, because now it is political with you people. But it was prophetically done deal. There is no ramifications of any rebuilding of the third temple from anywhere. No such animal. It doesn't exist. So if you don't, see, here's the thing that people don't realize. If you don't have your celebrated, vaunted, lovable likeness and personage of your physical Antichrist, which you say will provide all of this in Daniel 9:24-27, again, you're taking the things of Jesus Christ, of his perfect sacrifice, and handing them over to the Antichrist. You can't do that. You can't. It's not permitted for you or for anybody else. So there's only one person left after you take out what Prince Titus did. There's only one person left. The bottom line is, the forever bottom line is, there is only one person left in Daniel 9:27, and that is Jesus Christ. Period. Let's read it. And he shall confirm the covenant. That goes right back to the stipulations and parameters of Daniel 9:24. What is wrong with you people? To finish the transgression, to make an end to sins, make reconciliation for iniquity, bring in everlasting righteousness, to seal up the vision of prophecy, and to anoint the most holy, or the holy of holies. What is it about Daniel 9:24 that carries all the way to the bottom of Daniel 9:27 that you don't understand? We don't understand why you don't understand it. You know why? Because you have been blinded by your flesh. You are denying the role, capacity, and the fulfillment that Jesus Christ provided in Daniel 9:24-27. You are denying Jesus Christ. You, Christians, are anti in place of or diminishing the finished work of Jesus Christ on the cross. What is wrong with you? Are you going to go along with your pastor, your hireling of your 501c3 church? Oh, that sounds like a really good plan, because he says, oh, no, it'll be the physical Antichrist. And the third temple, oh, we got to support the 6-pointed star people. You know that's what you're going to do. You're going to disregard the facts in order to retain your relationship. Let's read on. Daniel 9:27, and he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. That was Jesus Christ. Do we have to repeat Daniel 9:24 again? Do you want to hear it again? To finish the transgression, make an end to sins, make reconciliation for iniquity, bring in everlasting righteousness, to seal up the vision of the prophecy, and to anoint the most holy, or holy of holies. Do you understand? And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. And in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease. Jesus Christ did that. And for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate. Well, of course, because the people resumed the sacrifices, which was spitting in the face of Jesus Christ. And you Christians, mostly you evangelical Christians who number upwards of 100 million plus, whether you know it, whether you know what you should know or not, or you're led along to believe it, you are spitting in the face of Jesus Christ. For the overspreading of abominations, and to make matters worse, if there was even such a thing, you're still doing it to this very day. Oh, they're the chosen ones over there, the 6-point star people, 6.6 inner triangles, 16 lateral sides. They're holy, they're chosen. They're the holy people. And for the overspreading of abominations, he shall make it desolate. Otherwise, you're calling Jesus Christ a liar. You're saying, no, Jesus, you were wrong when you told the Sanhedrin, who are the same Sanhedrin today, that your house is left unto you desolate. You Christians are one of the abominations that it talks about, whether you know it or not. Tacit approval or otherwise, you better get smart on this and not go along to get along. And he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease, and for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate until the consummation, which is still going on. And that determined shall be poured upon the desolate. Exactly. You people better wake up. We're praying that you do. That's why we're making these videos, trying to show you what the proof is. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the text. This is the proof text. But not according to YouTube. Not according to the, I don't know. There's so many people, I can't even put a number on them. And they're just all kinds of giddy with joy because they think they're going to be out of here. That this will be the prerequisite, so that they'll get their free elevator ride and that they'll be in paradise. The only ride they're going to have is going to be a very bumpy ride. It will be a ride into very, very challenging reality until the Lord does come back right before Armageddon. 16:16 he comes back, 16:15. And you people, a lot of you are going to have your faith shipwrecked. And that's sad. We hope you see this video. We hope somebody passes along this video so that you can make your own decision, because you're going to make, either way, whether you know it or not, you're going to make a decision. We hope you make the right one. We hope and pray. If you're remnant, stay remnant. Get this message out there. Help row the boat. We know you are. You're doing a fantastic job. Get this video out there to as many people as you can. As forever, I love you guys. We'll talk soon.